How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the brand new content that we just got released into MLB The Show 20 today. I do want to apologize that I'm not making this video a little bit earlier. I just got out of a couple meetings that I had this afternoon. So basically we got a brand new Topps Now pack that we can actually choose 2 diamond players, and these cards are going to be usable in the event for the most part. We'll get into that as well. There is a brand new postseason event. We'll talk a little bit about how that's going to work. But to start with, we're going to go over this brand new free Topps Now pack. I've already purchased it here for 0 stubs. We'll get 2 brand new diamonds, and that will also help with that Topps Now collection eventually. I'm not sure how that's going to go into play. We'll look at that as well in this video. But I wanted to talk about the players. I'll go ahead and hide the face cam. We'll show these attributes and talk a little bit about what sticks out on some of these player cards. So this first one is Alex Gordon. They did a tribute to Alex Gordon. He recently retired. It was pretty cool to see what the Royals did for his career. You know, he always is famous for having the pine tar on his back. They put that on all the jerseys. I thought that was really cool. Anyway, in terms of his player card in MLB The Show 20, it's pretty good all around. I mean, he's got good contact against both sides. He's got above 80 power against both sides, which is great. This card might even be better than the Signature Series card that we've had recently from Alex Gordon in MLB The Show. But pretty solid all around. The defense really sticks out to me in terms of 92 diamond defense in left field. He also has a cannon for an arm, of course, with 99 accuracy, but the stat that probably sticks out to me the most is the 99 reaction. I think, because he's a slower player with 38 speed, this will actually help you out significantly. I know a lot of people were using the Matt Olson Face the Franchise Diamond at the beginning of the year, and he kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but is definitely better in terms of his all-around stats, right? So this card's pretty good. He might be a budget player on your team. You might want to try him out just because we probably won't have him in the game next year unless it's the same type of situation as Curtis Granderson, where they have the rights to him somehow. Anyway, the next player we'll talk about is Mark Canna. A lot of people really like this dude's swing. You'll see this card a lot in the event, I'm sure. And this one actually plays center field. I'm not sure if Mark Canna has primary for his live series card in center field. I am not too familiar with that. I think he plays a corner outfield position, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, this one has a variety of secondary positions. He will have gold defense in center and silver defense at all of the other positions, which is still pretty good. The power numbers really stand out, and honestly, a lot of people like his swing. They use the swing on their creative player. He just has that glitchy, kind of one-handed, quick swing that a lot of people enjoy. So that's something to keep in mind with this card. 83 vision is good enough with that contact and that power. Definitely a solid utility player here, or at least outfielder / corner infielder. We have Jordan Luplow. Jordan Luplow, pretty solid player as well. You can use this card in the wild card event, or at least until the Indians get eliminated, or if they keep playing, you can use this card throughout all the events. We'll get into that a little bit later, but solid all-around player. A right fielder with diamond, actually, my mistake, gold defense out there, because it does show on the card that he has a diamond badge, but in game it goes off of the fielding attribute. He will have gold at all of his positions though, and pretty solid bat against lefties. I wouldn't really use this card against righties though, because he is a right-handed hitter and there are much better options. Let's continue on. This card is definitely the one that I'll be choosing. I've actually already bought this card off of the market. If I didn't buy him, then this would be the one I'm choosing. But this card is going to be insane. A left-handed relief pitcher with 27 stamina. That's not really the best stamina attribute. I'm using a guy like Tyler Alexander, a different Topps Now player with higher stamina. But this card is definitely solid. 120, 113 in terms of hits and K per 9. He does have pretty good control at 78 in terms of his average for those 4 pitches, and then 87 walks per 9 to go with it. The one thing I don't know about this card is his motion. I don't know how he pitches. I don't know if it's a deceptive delivery. I don't know if it's a long one. I don't know if he's just laying them in there and he's very easy to pick up. But the thing about this card is that he does have outlier 1, which his fastball will touch, 99, 100 consistently. It will also hit 101, 102. consistently as well. It just depends on, that stamina, how many pitches he's thrown in the game. And this is more of like a budget type of Billy Wagner, I would say. His changeup is not nearly as slow, but in terms of just a lefty that throws hard with outlier, if you don't want to pay a million stubs for Billy Wagner, this is probably the guy you want to get. And definitely out of that pack. So those are the 4 players there. The 96 overall is probably the best one. And let's go ahead and just open it up, make this decision here. I'll probably end up choosing Alex Gordon because he's retiring. And then I'll pick up Mark Canna because I already have Garrett. I don't know how to say his last name. Crochet. I don't know. I'll select these 2 guys, though. These 2 guys are joining the team, or at least the reserves. And then we'll get into the event. So we do have a brand new event. And the servers were acting up a little bit today. So I was trying to do this, or at least prepare part of this video earlier, but I was unable to join in on the server. So that goes for Battle Royale, that goes for ranked seasons, everything. Now it's fixed, so that's good. Well, let's talk about the rewards first before we get into the rules for this event. So the rewards are pretty good. We have a couple packs here. We start to earn a card at 30 wins. We have some bundles leading up to it. 99 overall Steven Strasburg. So this card, the one thing about him that's helpful is that he pitches from the stretch, and you will be able to use this card to unlock Babe Ruth really quickly if you haven't already. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend using this pitcher. He does have a sinker on his repertoire, which helps him, but Steven Strasburg has a very easy delivery to pick up. He just won't do that well in terms of this game, at least in my opinion. He's very easy to pick up. His fastball, it's kind of flat. His other pitches are kind of the same in velocity, and that sinker might help him, but it is his 5th pitch as well. That's just kind of my opinion on the Steven Strasburg. I never faced this card once last year, and I only use Steven Strasburg when I'm grinding against the computer for that stretch motion. Anyway, we have Will Clark, who honestly I didn't think he was going to be in this game this year. Kind of surprised to see Signature Series Will Clark here, but he is at the 40 win threshold. And honestly, not bad. I mean, 120 contact, 109 contact against left. 96 power is going to play really well with that contact attribute. 79 power against lefties. Wouldn't want to use this guy against lefties because that's not above 80. And there are much better first basemen that you can use against lefties. But not a bad guy for a budget player, especially if you're a Giants fan. I mean, that's what it seems like a lot of these cards recently that, maybe not our end-game players like Goose Gossage or Lou Gehrig in terms of the Moments Extreme and the Extreme program. Some of these other cards that they've released, through the Run It Back stuff is personal preference and just, whether you like that specific team, whether you're building, a theme team based on that. I think that's pretty cool. But as we move on, we get a 50 win reward in Goose Gossage. This card's going to be incredible. Probably the best reliever in the entire game, simply because he has a great pitch repertoire, right? A 4-seam, sinker, slurve, changeup. That's amazing. And elite numbers in terms of hits per 9, K per 9. Great stamina there as well. 41. He's not going to get tired after throwing 10 pitches. He should be able to throw at least 20 in that sense. And his quirks are very good as well. He has outlier 1, but not outlier 2. So that sinker is going to be moving a lot and coming in around 96, 97. The outlier quirk kind of takes away from that movement on that secondary pitch if he were to have it. So that's actually a good thing that he only has outlier 1 on his fastball. That should help him be a little more effective. Not that he needs it. He already has, great pitches and a kind of a deceptive motion as well. I do want to talk about some of these other rewards, though, as we kind of cycle through them quickly. We have a couple Ducks on the Pond packs, a couple bundles, some XP and stub rewards there, a beach ball pack at 150. We got some headliners as we move on, and another beach ball pack at 200 wins. You might be thinking to yourself, 200 wins is a lot, and it is, but there are 4 of these events. This is an event that's focused on the postseason, right? So this event's actually good. Difficulty on All-Star, max team overall at 96. You can play a little bit longer games and 6-inning games for these. I don't know if quick counts are on. It doesn't look like it. It would normally list here, but here are all the teams available, right? The Yankees, the Rays, the Blue Jays, the White Sox, Indians, Twins. You can read them all right there. I'm not going to go through all of them. But a lot of Topps Now players that we've gotten recently have been from these teams. So you can use those players. I guess we're locked at Dodger Stadium, which is interesting. I didn't know that until right now. But it looks like this event's pretty good. Looks like this event's, playable. It's not like the last few where it won't be as boring anyway. We're able to use pretty good players throughout. So let's just take a look at some of the players that we can put in this thing. Or at least, I have a pretty good player pool to choose from. Yeah, lots of diamond pitchers to choose from. Some guys we can work on prestiging. We will have to kind of adjust our team overall as well to fit these regulations. But this looks pretty solid. I mean, just based on my lineup, all 99s, I mean, wow, okay. Better than what I was thinking, because a lot of the guys I have are, from teams in the playoffs. That makes sense. But solid all around. I mean, this looks like a pretty good event. If you're working on some of these players, I wish the Angels would have made it, because I'm trying to prestige Mike Trout, and I don't even know if I will this year. Anyway, I don't want to get off track on the video. Just kind of wanted to take you through some of the content that we got released today. And then, of course, to wrap up the video, let's check out this opening schedule, or at least this updated schedule. And nothing's really changed, so that's all right. But thank you all for watching this video. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you had a great day, and peace out.